Temple in Railroad Square in Tallahassee, Florida. I'm here with Quinn.
Namaste.
Yes, so it's First Friday in Railroad Square, and every First Friday, once a month, Quinn gets a reading, and so to keep up with his journey and just check in for some divine advice and guidance. So we're gonna see where he is today, and he's so helpful. Not everybody do I get to help me open boxes and stuff, but he's the greatest. So let's see. Oh, this one already jumped right out, Quinn.
All right.
And it's, of course, this poisons. It happens so often.
Right. That's just a reminder some of those cards are scanned.
Yeah. Okay, that one jumped out. And that one, let's see what we get for Quinn for this month. Already got two of them here. Those wanted to stay in. So pick. Obviously.
Yeah.
You want that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're going to do that one too. Okay. Last but not least, not at all, not at all. Let's see what we have here. That's two.
Oh.
I felt it. Yeah. That feels right. Okay. See what we got. Manifestations. Zinta. Look at all that stuff that's going on there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is dictating someone that really does use that power of the mind to create, to envision a future that's better than using the past to dictate it, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the mind of someone that is starting to find enjoyment and pleasure in that power, right? Versus we just use it to hurt ourselves before we learn better.
Right.
Right. And so this is definitely the mind of someone that is starting to embrace that higher appreciation of the growth that you have accomplished, because I do know that you at one point were not a very friendly talker to yourself, right? You're not even in groups of friends, right? You would, as a norm for your friend group, it was like we shit talk each other. That's what we do. That's our culture. But this is the mind of someone that has grown so much. This is the energy of someone that has come a very long journey and has actually started to integrate more and more. And sometimes as we start to get to this place, there's so many options, there's so many ideas, there's so many things that we can do. And sometimes we don't, can't really get them all out, and so maybe we don't accomplish as much as we would like to. But the divine is just saying that those ideas, those seeds, they've all been planted, and it's all going to start coming together. So don't put so much pressure on yourself for having to create. Just be enjoying and moving forward and allowing this energy to come forward, and these ideas, these inspirations, and then move forward with what you can.
Right.
But don't feel overwhelmed, or you can just block them all off, and then it's just like, wait, nothing's going on, nothing's really moving forward, nothing. So just being open to it and letting it all flow. But yeah, there's a lot of creative stuff going on here for you. Helleborn. So this is about temptation or danger, and that's what we were kind of getting into here. is that yes, that openness, that awareness that you have gotten to within your journey, that's when that responsibility kicks in, because then that's when you have to be responsible for that power. And also remember that the very important rule is we're meant to enjoy this life, right? So don't allow that stress. And that is what that warning is, that yeah, there's a lot of flow going on, a lot of stuff. Don't expect that you're going to be able to catch and do every single bit of it. But whatever you feel inspired, whatever you do connect with in that moment, you still planted that seed, and it might circle back around. It might come back around again. But just enjoy, enjoy. Lemon balm. This is a balance and stability. Exactly. This is the other side of this warning. Is remember that what happens when you don't have that balance, right? This balance and stability is really important so that you can continue that free flow. Always stay where you're enjoying it, and then picking and choosing what feels right in the moment, with not a whole lot of pressure of it. And if it feels right to come back to it, great. If it feels right to jump into something else, great. Whatever, but if it's meant to be, it's gonna all come back together and form something together. Your life's work might be scattered.
Speaking
It
of
might come together.
balance, we just recently had a full moon in Libra. Yeah, the sign of balance.
Yes, we did. That is so correct. Yes, we did. And there it is right there. So you're definitely in it right now. That energy definitely is that it's like opened a portal up. So that energy is supporting that balance right now as we speak. So the lady's mantle. Now this one is going to be a go to the book type of situation. Something else that's beautiful about doing readings for Quinn.
Sure, I'll find it for you.
He does not mind opening that book and looking up for something if we need it, which is really beautiful. So while he's looking that up, we are in Railroad Square. If you're in Tallahassee now and you'd like to get a reading, come on by. We're at 625-13 Railroad Square in Tallahassee. Come on by, check us out for First Friday, and if not, you can reach us on our website and get one online, lotusflowerwellnesstemple.com. All right, so a dewdrop is a tiny thing, but when you gaze into it, it acts like a crystal ball, revealing the whole world within it. It's remnants of the William Drake famous lines. Let's see, we just got off. But hi, y'all. Welcome. Make yourselves at home. Okay, so to see the world in a grain of sand and a human in a wildflower, hold infinitely in the palm of your hand and the eternity in an hour. So this card is being reminding you to treasure the small things in life, because it is in the detail that life grows rich, and every person, every subject, every event grows richer and more the more we focus upon it. So the more time and energy, the more that you put into the one specific thing, it's going to grow more. But be okay with going where the flow is, right? If you're feeling creative flow and you're feeling that you want to do it in this way, great today. And tomorrow you don't feel like doing it that way. You want to do it this way. Do it. Even if you want that project to see its way through to the full light, great. Come back to it. But you want to put enjoyment and love into it. You want to put that excitement, that energy into it. So maybe you work on this one, that new one that's exciting you, and then when you get into a good flow on that or whatever, switch gears and get that one done that you have to get, or that you're like, really see there's something here, but I'm just not feeling it right now. So you can use cross pollinate there.
I'm also getting a bit of like enjoy the journey, appreciate the little things, notice the steps that you're taking bit by bit, even outside of the grand goals and the larger picture.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. That's something that the message definitely shared very, very, very clearly. So, yes, just remember, what can happen when you're in balance, when you get off balance. So, how important it is to stay monitoring. Are you in balance? Not just be like, oh wow, I'm off balance, but be aware before you really notice that you're off balance, before you let yourself get there, right? So
Right.
just taking that time to be aware and notice too. And then
Ooh,
what do you see? What do you see?
that's an interesting card. It feels like a mirror to me. You know, it's also a blank canvas. So you know, it's the combination of those two ideas is, you know, a blank canvas is what the mirror is showing you. You know, we are the creators of our lives, and anything that we choose to put there is something we chose.
That's right. That is an
Uh,
interesting card. It's nice. I like it. And I initially I did kind of see it as a mirror, and
yeah.
then definitely now seeing it much more as a canvas. Just I like it. Yes. Well, look at you. Look at you.
Mm,
Oh, how did the freaking Sam Hill did you get two blank ones?
I don't know.
You got a mirror and a canvas.
Yeah.
How about that? But look, interesting. It's covering both sides too.
Yeah.
That's really phenomenal. All right, you are the creator. That's love that little slickness on it. Okay,
Preservation.
that's right. Okay, so is that a three?
That's 37.
Yeah, so that's 7, 8, 9, 10. Complete. Okay, so this is speaking about the process and everything. And when you get to a certain energy, when you come to a certain awareness, like we're talking about, when you start to get out of balance, you want to fix that before you're way out of balance, right? Same with this. When you lock in some new things, some new awarenesses, you want to claim those. You want to lock them in, and then move forward knowing that you have that, preserving that within you, that energy within you, almost like uh you know you find something, a bunch of rocks on the a walk that you're on, and you can't carry them all, but there's just some you really want, but you just can't carry them all or whatever. You can put it in your heart, right? You can capture that energy, you can connect with the object, and then you don't actually physically have to have it with you at all times
Right.
to have it locked in. That's what I'm saying. That's you're preserving
Preservation.
it
Yeah.
for future use. You're connecting with it, and that's what you're doing here. You don't have to carry around all this stuff with you at all times. The
And
divine is just asking you to be aware, be open, and be ready to create at all times, because you are always creating. So be aware that you're always creating.
right. I think I'm seeing a bit of a pattern here from manifestation on up. Uh, First, there's manifestation, and little things can grow from that.
Yes.
There are temptations, there is balance to be made, but once we have manifested, how it comes about is out of our hands. You know, it's not something that we can plan. It's
Yeah.
not something we will understand or always that will look the way that we imagined it to be immediately.
Yeah.
Um, but you know, moving up to that preservation, you know, your journey is your own, and the path that you took is it's something to be preserved. It's something to be, you know, to pay attention to those little moments and to remember how it happened.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I love that, and I truly do love that you got this double mirror, like mirror canvas situation here, because it just reminds you how much power you have to create the life that you want. The divine is just simply saying you're doing a great job. Now just expand your awareness just a little bit more. Keep going and just remember the warning of what happens when you get out of balance. Remember the warnings your body's telling you. Pick up on the subtle little things. Get ahead of these things of getting out of sync.
Right.
Stay in it so much that you can.
There's even a bit of a meme that comes to mind. You know, the step 1, step 2, step 3 question mark, step 4 profit. You know, like you got clear step 1 and 2, step 3 we don't know what that is, but then step 4 there's profit. You know, like you know there's we don't always know all the answers ahead of time.
Yeah.
We don't know how we're going to get where we're going to get, but that doesn't stop us from trying to get there.
True
You
that.
know, even if we don't necessarily always know where there is, right? We can still keep track of our own path and understand that we are where we need to be right now.
Yes.
You know, if nothing else.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And with that being said, I want you to look into this mirror
Mm-hmm.
and tell me, what do you see for your future in this mirror?
I see possibility. You know, I don't know what it's going to be. Uh, there's a lot of different avenues that I could take. There's many different routes that I could go, but you know, I see there's a lot of potential there.
Okay. Now, on this canvas, what will you paint?
I think I'll figure it out as I go along.
Yes, staying in the flow, staying in the now, accepting that the now has so much information in the way that you feel about it and you're drawn to, and you're being guided, and as you pick up on that, you know in the now, in the moment, you always know what you need to know, especially when you are well versed and trained in listening to your guidance and your body's guidance. So with that being said, you're doing really great. The divine wants to commend you on that and the work that you're doing, and just remind you that sometimes we have integration aspects, and it's not like grow that you see. Sometimes we have to slow down, let some things catch up, some parts of us. So just stick in there, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job.
All right.
Stay.
Namaste.
All right. So, how did your reading resonate with you?
It resonated very well. Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right. Hug time.
All right.
Amazing. Yay.
All right.
All right, y'all. Thank you for sticking around today and joining us. Thank you. Give us a like and follow, subscribe, whatever that good stuff is, and share it out with some people you know. We appreciate you. All right. Bye bye. I want to answer these real quick for you. I don't know if I can.